Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CoculesNation. My name is Secret Agent Nixon Cocules. I'm the founder and the director of the Cocules Industry Spy Network and the CoculesNation. Now, for those unaware, I have been using the command line more and more whenever I've been using GNU Linux operating systems, especially with a command line text editor you may have heard of called Vim. Now, it is very simple to me, at least, when it comes to Vim, and the reason why I am using it is mainly due to my workflow, though I hadn't been really using it that much to begin with. I will do an example here. So I'll go into my Minecraft shader configs repository from Codeberg, and then I'll do 1.20.x, and then I could go into any single one of these. I've got a lot of them actually. Some of them are from a previous video I did. I think some are relatively recent, like I think what I did with Mellow Shader. I've got Pixel Perfect, CC, I've got Simplicissimus. I've got quite a few different shaders here. I will go ahead and do Makeup Ultrafast, and it's literally just this, right? Now, if I wanted to make some changes, I certainly could. For example, for the dynamic hand light, well, I don't know why I have that set to false. I will have that set to true. I'm going to write that. I'm going to save it. Water texture, I do have it set to 1. I have motion blur set to true. Color shadow is set to true. Anti-aliasing type, I don't want any anti-aliasing. AO strength, that is ambient occlusion. I will set the ambient occlusion to 0.55. For this example, although I'm actually going to do 0.66. Go ahead and do that. AO steps, I could probably get that set to like 2 or 1, but I have it set to 8 right now. Color scheme is set to 2, but you get the idea, I hope. And I think I'm going to do didn't hand light to false for the time being. Write that. Colon. I'm going to go ahead and write and quit this. You probably get the idea here, right? And this comes from my own Codeberg repository, which I will have linked in the description below if you wanted to take a look at these specific versions of Minecraft. I have it set to 112, 116, 118, 120, 1.7. I have some of those as well. So we get the idea. But that's not the main reason why I'm using Vim. I am using Vim over Emacs. Yes, I have tried Emacs with evil mode. I can't seem to get Emacs to work properly, so instead, I personally went ahead and just started learning Vim. I am more of a Vim user than an Emacs user because I wouldn't want to make Emacs my Linux distribution. I understand if you're an Emacs user. I do understand if you like the look and feel of how Emacs works with all the key bindings you can do, but I don't want Emacs pinky. I believe I am in what's called the Church of Vim, or is it the Cult of Vim? I would be in the Cult of Vim, but I do not have any qualms with any Emacs user. I have no qualms with that. I'm going to make that crystal clear. Even though I like personally using Vim, it is up to you to decide if you want to use Emacs, if you want to use Nano, if you want to use Micro, if you want to use things like Vim or NeoVim, or GUI editor like what comes with GNOME, or Notepad Next, Notepad QQ, things like that. So I wanted to make this video to make things crystal clear why I do not personally use anything other than Vim as my text editor of choice, unless there are some things that have Vim functionality which I will utilize. That being said, thank you, and good night.